Did you know that for every 10 minutes a vehicle sits idle, 0.1 fuel is consumed and 0.25 kilograms of carbon dioxide is produced? On an average day, the 10 Riverwood High school buses sit idle for about 40 minutes. So in one day, 10 kilograms of carbon dioxide are produced and 4 liters of fuel are consumed. That doesn't seem like too much, but that is only one day. But over 180 days, 720 liters of fuel are consumed and 1,800 kilograms of carbon dioxide are produced. The sun mostly gives off ultraviolet, visible light, and infrared electromagnetic radiation. That radiation from the sun is mostly absorbed by the atmosphere, the land, and the water surfaces of Earth, and sometimes even goes back into outer space. Not all radiation is bad. If you have ever used a cell phone, a radio, or a microwave, you have experienced radiation, a harmless radiation. The light you see is also harmless radiation. Some types of radiation can be deadly, but not all types are.
Even the smallest things can make a difference, and just shutting off the engines while the bus is idling doesn't seem like much, but as we discovered, just shutting the engines down when idling would save 720 liters of fuel, and by that save money. They would also reduce the carbon emissions by 1,800 kilograms just in 1 year. If everybody did what they were doing, it could make a huge difference.
So many things we use today consume fuel, like our cars, our planes, our boats, pretty much everything that moves without actual manpower. Back in the 1800s, these things weren't necessarily around. We used manpower and steam mostly, so of course it's going to raise 30% when we add all these technologies with transportation and all this kind of stuff. This is opposed to the 1800s, which had little to no man-made produced CO2. The Riverwood school buses convert a full tank of atmospheric carbon dioxide in about a week when you pretty much the entire route from school to all the different locations to drop off and then back and all that kind of stuff. It's about a week to take up a full tank of gas. However, the Earth can create a tank of gas in about 1,000 to 1,000,000 years. I think that all fuel does go into the atmosphere, obviously, because it burns and then it goes straight into the atmosphere. It does add to it. However, if you take 10 buses out of idling, it won't necessarily impact the atmosphere as much. However, it will impact the kids' health because they will not be breathing in the carbon dioxide and monoxide and stuff like that. In general, we're looking at a more local problem. I think the principal should keep the rule of keeping all the buses turned off while they're waiting for kids, because when the CO2 is emitted into the atmosphere, the kids are breathing it in, and that can be very unhealthy. However, if they were thinking of it as more as a danger to the atmosphere and the environment, then I think that's really, there's no point in stop idling it, because it doesn't affect the atmosphere as much as they think, because there's so many other cars and vehicles out there that are emitting gas to where 10 buses aren't going to make that big of a difference. So I think we're looking at a more local problem instead of a global problem. Make that big of a difference.